my god, it's black.
Yeah. I'ma hang out with the misfits. Break bread with the peasants. Spend time with the lotus. Raise hell up in heaven. Pick up with the dropouts. Get high with the have-nots. Stand up for the weak ones. Go to war with the standouts. I'ma get lit for the dark ones. I'ma get high for the dope fiends. I'ma get rich on you broke hoes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna get started on working on this dash. I kind of messed it up by doing some rhino line on it before, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be shooting for a 1950 style dash. We're gonna go with like almost like a glitter dash with like an acrylic finish on it. It's gonna be super sweet. Let's get started. So here's the dash as it sits now with the rhino line on it. I figured I might be able to do like a light coat of it. Originally it was flocked, and the flock actually came out pretty decent from like this half of the dash over where I did it correctly, and then this side over here I was trying to do it with a different type of glue, which is like the spray-on glue, and that stuff does not work. So this side over here came out really bad, and like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so I need this dash to look absolutely perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go through and sand down all the areas in here. Just sand down this whole dash. We're going to try to make it as flat as possible. Got to start the day off right with the Honda mug. Coffee. What I would do if I didn't have coffee. Alrighty guys, so we got the dash sanded all down. That took forever. Rhino line and truck bed liner is not something that's very easy to sand off. So I got the dash relatively flat. In the camera it looks like, you know, there's still some areas, but everything's actually really flat. I got all the texture off of it here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to clean this thing up with some sort of like acetone or mineral spirits or something, just to try to get all the dust and stuff off. I'm going to leave it scuffed up like it is, just to give the glue that I'm going to set in here something to grab onto. I think this is going to work really good, just leaving this, you know, how it is. So let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. Okay, so what we did here is I'm just doing a little test run of the samples, how I want it to possibly look. Basically what I did was I took half of this red bottle here. Well, all the glitter stuck on the side of it. But anyways, I took half of the red bottle and mixed it with the black. So this one here is red and black mixed together. So you can kind of see that's what I'm shooting for, like a black mostly mixed with the red. So this is the test sample here. I'm just going to let this dry, and then we'll basically shake it all off and see how this looks. If I like the half and half mix, then we're going to go forward and do that. I may need to take a little bit more red out of this. It may be too much red because I want it mostly black with just like a hint of red, kind of like how the glitter looks into the container. But we got to see what this comes out like, and it might actually be pretty good. So we're gonna wait for this to dry. Basically, I just took this Elmer's clear washable glue. That's what I'm gonna paint the whole dash with. So I'm gonna paint the dash with this stuff, and then I'm gonna shake the glitter on it. And then from there, we'll probably do like some sort of an acrylic finish on it. But I think that this is looking pretty sweet right now. So. Okay, so I got a little bit excited about doing the whole glitter onto it, and I actually forgot to film that. But basically what I did was I took the Elmer's glue here that we had, and I dumped it on the whole dash pretty thick, and then I used a paintbrush kind of like this and just painted on the glue. And then from there I just took on the glitter, or I took the glitter and I just shook it all over the dash Right now we're waiting for it to dry, but look how freaking crazy this looks. This is the most wild dash that I've ever seen in my life, and I think this thing's gonna catch some attention at the car shows. Check this out. So, as you just saw, this thing is wild. But a couple of my guys did actually point out something that I've already thought about. Is this going to be extremely shiny when I'm driving it? So, before anybody comments anything, I already know this. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a dash cover. I'm going to cover this up for while I'm driving. And then when we get to the shows, pull the dash cover off, show off the dash. There is a couple areas here that I wanted to show you that it looks like the glitter, or I didn't get enough glue into it. I might have missed it while I was painting it on, but I'm just going to have to touch it up later. There's some areas like right here. As you can see, those two spots there where the glitter didn't stick. And then at the bottom over there, it didn't stick either, or I just missed it. So I'm just going to let this dry, probably overnight for a couple days at least, I'd say, just to get a full cure on it. And then we'll come through and I'll touch those areas up with some more glitter. And I still have to do like these areas here, but I wanted to get the whole top piece done first. Once this is all done, then we'll go through and we'll get, you know, the bottom areas, just throw some glue on there and throw some more glitter on this. This whole thing's gonna be glitter, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. So as of today, this is as far as I can go on this. So I need to let this cure for a while, and then we'll come check on it tomorrow. Okay, so it's a couple days later. We have let the glitter dry quite a bit. I'm just finishing up my coffee here. Cute little poo piglet. Yeah, that's what real men drink out of. But yeah, I'm gonna take you out into the garage. I'm gonna show you exactly how everything dried up. Yeah. Alrighty, so I got all the pieces here that we didn't have last time. I also did the underneath as well, everything that we were missing. So the whole dash is now glitterified. So what we're going to be doing is I'm just going to go over all of this. I'm going to see if there's any spots that I missed where, you know, you can see spots through it. But as far as looking at it right now, everything looks pretty dang good. I am going to do some more over here. As you can see in the camera, it's not as like thick as like how it is over in these areas. So we're going to throw some more glue on over here, throw some more glitter on. But I just got to get all this excess glitter off because there's a ton of it in here. So once we get all the excess glitter off, we can see exactly what areas are missing what and what areas are going to need more. Because we need to get this thing fully done and covered before we do the epoxy finish on it. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to take off all the excess glitter right now. And then I'm going to retouch up this spot over here, touch up any other spots that need it, and we'll be back. Okay, so we went through, remember how this area looked before. Basically just took the brush and I dabbed the glue on it. I mean, you can paint it on. This stuff's like pretty solid. I mean, it leaves a little bit of glitter, but it's not too bad. So you can see it's wet in here and dry over here. But we're just going to give this a little bit of time to set. I went through the whole thing and I touched up all the little areas where the glitter was like, you know, where it had spots or whatever. So over here was another little area, and up here as well. So everything's looking pretty sweet right now. I'm just going to give this a little bit more time to dry. I'm not sure exactly how much time we're going to give it. I'm just going to come out here and keep filling it every now and then, just tapping on it, seeing if it's dry or not. And then after that, I think we're going to try to do the acrylic finish over, or the epoxy finish. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly warm. I mean, it's like 45 degrees, and on the box it says it says that you want temperatures of 70 or 80 degrees for like the best finish. But I googled it and it looks like it'll be fine. It'll just take longer to cure. And I kind of wanted to get like this knocked out as soon as possible because I want to get this dash back in the car. Elite and prestige elections for Team Envious are right around the corner, and I need to get this whole thing put back together because, as you can see, it is an absolute mess inside here. So I have a lot of work to do to clean all this up. So finishing this dash would be a plus for sure. So okay guys, so what we're about to do, it's a couple days later now. It's finally warm enough for us to actually be able to put the epoxy finish on the dash. So according to the L directions here, we need to do a 1-to-1 mix of the resin and the hardener. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna mix it thoroughly, and then I'm gonna start pouring it over the dash. And all the videos that I've seen online, they pour the resin on, they take their hand and they smooth it out with their hand over all the areas where it needs to be. So that's what I'm going to try to do. We're going to see how this turns out. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but if it works, this is going to be epic. And if not, well, it's going to cost me a little bit of money to buy a new dash and do something different. So let's get this mixed. The next thing you're going to be seeing is me pouring it over the dash and letting it go from there. Showed up,
Boy.
and we got all of the epoxy on the dash, so we just gotta let this thing harden for real quick. And this is what it looks like so far. Yeah, looking shiny, pretty sweet. It's real thick in these areas down here. That's where all the epoxy fell down to. Everything else is looking pretty good. This thing's gonna turn out
Pretty sweet, man.
Alrighty, everybody. So a couple days later, I let this cure. This actually turned out really cool. It's not exactly how I pictured that it would be. I figured that the whole dash would be like pretty thick with the epoxy finish on it. But it turns out that only the areas that were like really flat came out really thick. So the areas like down here, this looks like there's like a lake on it. Like you can literally see the reflection of the camera in that. But all the other areas, they kind of just came out, you know, it's got like a really thin coat of the epoxy. But I think this came out really cool. I mean, this is another area up here, like all this flat piece up here. This all came out really thick like a lake as well. You could really see like in here now, like that looks so cool. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting the dash back together. I got to put all the, the metal frame and stuff back in from here. I'm going to coat that up real quick with some sort of paint. It's kind of rusty. I got to clean up this piece here. It really got all over the vent. So I got to figure something out with this to get that cleaned up. Got to get all the pieces put back into this. But we're going to put this back into the car today. And see how this turned out. Okay, everybody, so God damn it. Okay, everybody, so we're back. Got the dash put back in, everything put back together. I was a little bit of time, so I didn't want to record that. There's plenty of videos online on how to take out and put your dash back in. So if you want to figure that out, just visit one of those other videos. But here we have it. Everything's back in. I gotta figure something out with these. Since I don't have AC or heat, I want to do something cool with those. But got everything in. It's looking pretty sweet. The odometer cover piece up there is actually flocked, along with the glove box. It's flocked as well. Everything looks really good. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think it turned out pretty sweet though. There you have it. That's how I built my custom dash. It's actually not too bad. Like I said before, it didn't turn out exactly how I was picturing it, but the way that it did turn out, I think is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to rock it this season, see what everybody thinks, and if anything, I'll just change it up next season. Do something different. So, yeah, with that being said, please give me a like and a subscribe if you like this video. Just to keep up with future videos of what's going on. I'm honestly not sure what we got going on next. Oh wait, yes I do. Here's a little sneak peek. So if you know what that is, you know what's coming next. But right on, guys.